Who am I?
Hello and welcome to Who Are You? A show with a title like Who Do You Think You Are, just with fewer words and less syllables, most notably chanted by football fans. Today is a unique episode. Usually it's two different, separate people who make jokes and roast each other. Today it's just one person in a self-roast. This is the first on this show. It's an experiment that throws the player's identity into question, his ability into question, all in an attempt to answer the most important question. Who are you? Let's meet the players.
Who am I? Can I tell you who I am? Is that a joke? I wouldn't be on the show if I knew that, would I? I don't know who I am. Sorry. Just a bit anxious, that's all. Has he apologised yet? What? He has? Already? Oh, this is going to be too easy. We haven't even started yet. I'm already in his head. Get out of my head! Oh, sorry. He just likes to play these little mind games, you know? Give me a minute. Okay. Right. I'm ready. Yeah. Well, yeah, I know my name starts with a J, but that's about it. 23. Nobody likes you when you're 23. Blink 182 lyric turned meme, so I mean it's got to be true. Why am I here? Am I on the wrong show? Alright. Why am I here on this show? Okay. Well, I want to put this guy back in his place, you know, knock him down a peg or two. He's been living in my home for 18 months now. I want some respect, you know? I lost the respect of one person I was really close to. No, I'd love to find that again. But I've got to earn that respect back for myself before anything else. And roasting is the best way to earn respect. It's a staple part of my friendship as well. Any relationships, really. My relationship with my opponent. We got this Jekyll and Hyde thing going on. This duality, good versus evil. We're the opposite of each other. He's negative, intrusive, abusive, and he loves to mindfuck me. He spits on a football pitch, which probably means he's better at a roast. Well, to be honest with you, the only roast I like to take part in is a dinner on a Sunday, after playing a bit of footy. Oh, my name does start with a J, yeah. Is it for Jekyll? I don't think so. But for the show it can be. Yeah, sure. He calls me Hyde. That's ironic, since he's the one who hides all the time. He doesn't seek help either, so just wallows in his own pity. I moved in to his about a year and a half ago, after we came back from holiday. New Year's 2019. I've settled in well. He hasn't taken too kindly to the move. Like when a foreign export transfers to the Premier League, it takes a season to acclimatise, you know? Which is weird. He's been here 23 years. I've been here 18 months. But it all seems foreign to him. I've made myself at home. That's why I'm on the show. He can't kick me out. He's away more often than I am. He needs to know that I'm here to stay, whether he likes it or not. I guess I want acceptance, you know? For him to accept me into his home. Just let me in. He sees me as this villain at worst, an anti-hero at best, a Joker, you know, Wreck-It Ralph, or Venom. Well, take Venom as an example. Look what happens. The symbiote chooses Eddie Brock as his host. Eddie hates him to begin with. It's all alien to him. Then he learns to accept it, embrace it, and boom. They have a great relationship, you know? He still hates me. Always has hated me. I just think Jekyll, or whatever he calls himself, is being a bad host at the moment. Like a 3 and come down with me. Oh, welcoming. He's definitely overstayed his welcome. He doesn't pay rent or split costs either. Didn't even tell me he was coming. Says he lives here. At best, he's a guest, and a nightmare one to say the least. Oh, how could I prepare for a guest that I didn't know was coming? It'd be more manageable if he was a neighbour next door. At least I could still move. I've tried kicking him out. He won't go. I mean, he's got a key. Why does he have a key? Did I give him a key? I should change the locks. Well, he's got a lot of insecurity. Well, I'm definitely alpha. He's... Well, can you get lower than a beta? Or omega? I'll use both against him then. It's his biggest weakness. Himself. Yeah, he's his own worst enemy. His biggest hater is him. I won't have to do much to win this battle. He'll overthink some sort of catastrophe, once I'll get my hands on that trophy. See what I did there? There's a trophy, right? What else? He's too sensitive. He's vulnerable. Expect some tears. Oh, and he'll more than likely stay silent for a while and zone out. So if he does do that, I'm just gonna jump right in. Just let you know. My weaknesses. I guess I need reassurance. Someone to tell me I'm not a monster or a villain in this story. At least for him, I like to think that. I'm not his nemesis or a rival. He's a rival 18 months ago. Well, I've learnt where his weaknesses lie. He's got a temper. He can snap without warning. No need for a yellow card, he'll just see red. Doesn't even have to be anything major. Could be the most minor thing to trigger him. Can't control his anger. He needs some management. He's also a perfectionist, so if he makes any mistakes, he won't forgive himself. He'll beat himself up. That will hinder his performance. You know, I'll try and force some errors, as I don't think he'll make any unforced ones. But if he does make any unforced errors, though, he's in trouble. He's ugly. Is that a weakness? He's loud and proud. Again, is that a weakness? Does that count? Oh. He has one more weakness. Oh, yeah. I have one more weakness. Sundays. I love Sundays. Yeah, Sundays aren't the best of days for me. How am I gonna attack this? Well, not really sure. Anxiety. That's my main strategy. I'll probably look to counter. A few quick-witted rebuttals, maybe. I don't really know. I'll probably play a pressing style. Put his weak defence under pressure, disrupt his flow. Ultra attacking throughout, aggressive, relentless approach. I am going to deliver in a poetic style though. I know that. He'll probably, more than likely, be on the defensive from the off. My aim is to be offensive, so it won't take long to break him down.
That's right, it's Jekyll versus Hyde. In a battle of reputation, a battle of pride. Will Jekyll hide, or will he show? Hit his stride and find his flow, dictate the play? Or will Hyde's ability to heckle prove too much for our uncertain, indecisive Jekyll, who does not know what to say? Round 1, the warm-up trial run. You each have 45 seconds to freestyle and make fun of the other. After all, this is a comedy.
Freestyle? Oh no, just don't panic. Oh no, this is tragic. It means I can't use the magic I've carefully crafted in this book. Verses, pages of words, metaphors, individually drafted. I am meticulous, so I can make my opponent look daft and ridiculous. Oh, fuck, I'm not versatile. I have to rehearse. I can't experiment off the cuff. I need pre-planned verse. That's why I wrote down my thoughts in my journal of what I want to have said. I never write anything down. The things I want to say are all in my head.
There are no rules or restrictions. Time is your only limit. Heads or tails, home side chooses first.
Oh, I'm fearing the worst. Heads.
As I'm waiting for the penny to drop, I already know he'll come out on top. It drops on the beat, my heart skips. Heads. I'm first. The beat gets quicker. For this I didn't prepare. 45 seconds.
It's all gone quiet over there.
Then my breath gets shorter. I can't take in any air.
It's all gone quiet over there.
10 seconds gone already. I've got no time to spare.
It's all gone quiet.
Every second counts, but the seconds are counting down.
All gone quiet.
Counting down so fast, this isn't fair. 5 seconds.
All gone quiet over there.
That's time up. Let's replay the action, or lack thereof. That was Jekyll's 45 seconds. Don't worry, there were no issues with your sound. He just didn't make any sound. Hyde made up for it though with an appropriate football chant for the situation, proving that time really was a limitation for Jekyll. Not sure it's his only one, mind. Now let's turn our attention to Mr. Hyde. Join us after the break. During the break, Jekyll asked if we could cancel the show and reschedule. He was overwhelmed, as you saw, and couldn't handle it. We've decided to abandon and postpone the battle until he's ready.
Oh, I'm feeling better today. Yeah, I had a haircut. Managed to get some more sleep. Feeling more like myself. Now I can stand up for myself. Yeah, I'm ready. He's ready. Good. Let's get this over and done with this time.
Welcome. Now, we're back on track. As he didn't get to freestyle yesterday, he's up to the mic first. Let's hear what he has to say. 3, 2, 1.
You are such a weak man. Yesterday I didn't even speak, and the battle was already won before it had barely begun, because you couldn't even find the words to utter, son. The first round, let's rewind, you didn't even make a sound. I could see it in your eyes. You looked lost and kept hushed like a puppy. I got 45 seconds. I won't rush. I'll take my time and yours and double up. And you were gonna use poetry to attack me. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Exactly. Serrano de Bergerac, who's a master with words and verse poetic. You're a disaster with words, your curse pathetic. You can't compare to him. The only similarity you share with him is that big nose, a feature of your ugly aesthetic. Your nose is like your life, a downward slope. Your nose, it looks broken. Like your life, there's no hope. To be fair, your mountainous beak is a token image for your past 18 months. Last January, you reached your peak. Ever since then, you've been on a losing streak. Lost your girlfriend, lost your job, lost yourself, your heart, your mind. Now this round. Now Jekyll, you feel strange inside. There's been a change inside that you can't hide from. You make a fine case in pointing out the size of the nose on my face. I mean, it was right in front of me, pointing in my direction. Well, what was? As Serrano says, my nasal erection. You didn't choose to use his insults. Yeah, I chose to keep it original and still got results. Here's another. You look like Gru with that nose. Where are your minions? Funny. They're just your opinions. Subjective. I'm gonna be objective with the text and be selective with quotes that pick faults in your appearance. I mean, they are right in front of me. Page 5. People take a loathing to you at first sight. Pages 6 and 7. Damnable, disliked, displeasing, downright detestable. There's just something wrong with your appearance. Page 10. You're the spirit of enduring hatred. A fitting description. Because I've hated you for all the times you've berated me, underestimated me, never rated me. And how's that for a taste of your own medicine?
Hyde takes the point by default due to the halt in proceedings as Jekyll paused play the previous day. However, his use of the text in response was smart and made up for his slow start. Round 2 is next.
Now, to support my case, I've already used text-based evidence. That's the only support you've got. Okay, what I'm about to say might make you go ballistic, as in this round, I'll make use of my football statistics too. The only statistic you'll be remembered for is being one of the 84 men who commit suicide every week. Can you just let me speak? Yeah, I would have been part of the 84 if it wasn't for Sunday mornings playing football. The only day I'd actually want to wake up. The only day I'd have the energy to wake up for something in which you could not interfere. 90 minutes on a Sunday. The only time in which you would disappear. My mind is clear. I have no fear. Yeah, my body, my legs might be dead, but I feel alive because you're not inside my head. That's the moment in which I can be rid of you. Run and roam free from your clutches with just a few touches of her. Ball? Yes, a ball. A football. Now, it's time to get statistical. Now, I might sound egotistical, but the season you arrived 18 months ago, I played 28, 20 goals scored, 16 times I assisted, 11 man of the match awards. You were there, but I resisted. The problems you caused off the pitch, they never persisted. The numbers, you could not dispute. You took everything from me, but my ability to play stood resolute. Oh, and lastly, you think I've got no support? Try 10 mates in formation beside me, up front and behind me. Football's a team sport. Just thought I'd remind you. I don't need reminding, but let me just remind you. I've got you 6 days out of the 7, and like God up in heaven, Sunday's my day of rest. You're not God. I choose to rest on that day. And I thought it was you who could be rid of me in the moment you choose. Page 15. Now I'm going to choose a moment that will get rid of you. The day she ended it. I mean, come on. It was long overdue. You keep her out of this. It was a Sunday. In the morning, you won the match. And by the afternoon, you lost her. She had detached herself from you. Like an agent set free, released from your toxicity. Your toxicity, not mine. She wanted to be rid of you. She chose. She made the decision. Oh, that's right. Do what you always do. Blame me for your relationship's division. Stand around there. Let him have the point. I'll pick up where I left off. You're like two different people. I don't know who you are anymore, is what she said as she split up with you. You had split a long time before, January 2019. In the car on the way back, off from the trip to a seaside town, was the moment your life turned upside down. Holding hands, you were strangely quiet. She asked if you were okay. You said you were. That was a lie. And even if you couldn't say that you weren't okay, your words are magic, right? Why didn't you just write it down? Grabbed the pen, wrote it in a note, a letter. I know why. You didn't have the balls to tell her. Like him, you suffered in silence, fooled by my tricks, my illusions. If you spoke up sooner, you'd have found some guidance, support, tips, solutions on how to control me. Because no matter what you think, you can't get rid of me. So stop the drugs, stop the drink, stick to football. Stop playing the blame game and blaming me. It's your fault. You're to blame. No. Take some responsibility, because we are the same person. I am a part of you. Remember, man is not truly one, but truly two. Please, just step into my shoes and see it from my point of view. I know, I was lucky. I won a Wreck-It Ralph Teddy first try on a grabber, 30p on that trip. I was lucky to have her, but like Ralph, I went and wrecked it. I thought it was just a blip, a little slip up, a dip in form. That I could find myself again in no time and perform. But the anxiety attacked too much. My defence just couldn't weather the storm. I think I left myself there at the seaside. I could be beside the seaside. I like being there. But then you made me compare myself to every other man, telling me she could do better and she'd be better off without me. That trip was the best. You told me. That was it. Couldn't get any better. I'd peaked. I told her that in a letter. But it was too late. 'Cause you killed her beautiful essence, traumatized her with your presence. She'd look down as I'd walk past. On eggshells she was treading, dreading the sight of you. She and I were frightened of you. It was you against me, not her against me and you. Anxiety. Before this hateful business, I was the pink of propriety. A man who did what they call good, my reputation in tatters. But none of that matters. Because she did and gave everything she possibly could to remind me of who I was. She made this jar of notes, shaped like hearts, good things, memories, things she loved about me, but you tore that love apart. From the start to the end, it was a real Jekyll and Hyde performance.
What a final round. I can't split the two sides. It's up to our audience to decide who won, who was on the losing side. Leave a comment, Jekyll or Hyde.
Yeah, he's right. I've got to take responsibility. If he be Mr. Hyde, I'll be Mr. Seek and look for support. He is a big part of me, but I'm not defined by my anxiety. Who am I?